Hi Flosstube, this is Minnie from Allxxs along with Smokey. He's joining me for a few minutes to do my Flosstube video. So I'll put him down now before he starts being a bad boy. Okay, hold on one second. It's been a while since I did a video. I have no excuse, just didn't want to take the time to do it. I've been stitching. I've got some stuff to share, and we'll just get started. First of all, I want to share my my Christmas bowl. This is my, well, it's a salad bowl, but this is my Christmas display, at least one of them, with all my little pillows and ornaments. I didn't want to put, since this is Smokey's first Christmas, and he hasn't been in the Christmas tree yet, and I say yet because he hasn't been in there, and I didn't want to put my stitched ornaments, the ones I've stitched and the ones I've received, on the tree, just in case he ventured up in the branches, and I didn't want him to destroy them. So I just put them in this my bowl. Get my little snow place like home, and a couple of ornaments that were made for me in other group exchanges. And some that I made. Yep. Yeah, and this one. Pillow. So yes, this is my this is one of my Christmas displays. And like I said, I think it's safer in here in my craft room, in my bowl, so I can see it, than out on the tree where the smoke monster may see it. This is a cupcake I made a few years ago. It's in the little silicone muffin, I don't know what you call it, but it's silicone. And as you can see, the little gingerbread buttons, and I just love it. It's beautiful. I've got another chart. I was going to do another muffin. It's for a different holiday, but I haven't get to it yet. Got so many things to do. Okay, so hold on one second. Okay. I've got a couple finishes. I've got some whips, and I've got a lot of plans on stuff that I plan on starting soon. So here are I've got a couple finishes. Here is Glory to God in the Highest. This is a Little House Needleworks, and it's in a Just Cross Stitch magazine. I believe it's the Christmas Ornament magazine, either for 2008 or 2009. I think this one is 2008. Okay, and this one is from 2009. Now, the hope was supposed to be in like a little button, sort of like the the little towel buttons, but I couldn't find them. So I just printed out the name, the word hope in gold. Sparkly gold metallic. And I really like it. I love the Smyrna stitches in her wings. I love it. Okay. Those are my two finishes. While I have this out of the scroll frame, I don't know if I showed you this last part the last time. This is my October. I have November and December to finish. The December has been shown. I mean, the chart has been, is out. So all you have to do is finish stitching it up. It will be finished by the end, I say end of January, because I'm not going to promise by the end of the year. About to lose my needle. I like this, but I'm glad it's over. It'll be done. So let's see. This is another one of my new whips. Well, after working on the linen and threads, I decided I was just going to stitch something else. I'll start something else. So I wanted to stitch something different. Here is, this chart is by Teresa Kugat. I can at least take it out of one piece of plastic. There we go. It's this one. And this is as far as I've gotten on it. I just love her face. She's so peaceful. Now this is a lot of confetti stitches. As you can see, there's a lot of different colors to make up her face. So it takes a while working on this one. And I'm stitching that on a, let's see, this is a 32 count Weeks Dye Works Angel Hair linen. And that's what that's being stitched on. Okay. The next, this is another whip I started on, I believe on the 10th of had to be November 10. No, the 1st of December. 1st of December. This is a Joan Elliott. This is one of her Heavenly Host. It's from the Cross Stitch Card Shop magazine. This one is dated, or it's issue 74. And it's called Heavenly Host. Heavenly Angels, I'm sorry. Heavenly Angels. And this is the one that I'm stitching. And this is where I'm at on it. I just need to start on her wings. And I'll do that today. Now, I didn't have any notes because it's been such a long time since I did a video. I don't have any notes, so I don't have anything specific to point out. I just wanted to show some plans and to just say hi and let everybody know that I'm still here. I'm okay. There's a couple more ornaments I may get to before Christmas. This is one I want to do. I thought that was so cute with Santa stuck upside down in the chimney. This is from a this is from the cross stitch, just cross stitch Christmas edition, and I believe it's the 2010 from Patricia Ann Designs, Serendipity Designs. So I like that one. Let's see. Let me get my stack of plans here. Now some of these are, I'm going to move you over just a little bit. There we go. So I have some table space. Some of these I get from thrift store. Well, not this one. This chart I just bought in Stitches. It's Heartstring Samplery. It's M for Mermaid. It's a alphabet series. It's actually a new alphabet series, but she's not going to do it in an alphabetical order. So I believe now this says number 6, but I haven't seen any previous ones, so I'm thinking that she's just going to do them randomly whenever she puts one out. This is M for Mermaid. It's my letter M. So actually, one of the ladies that work in Stitches she was putting these out, and she just came up and walked up to me and said, well, here's one that you'll like. So she knows, they know you very well. When you go in there, I go to the stitch nights, so they know who I am, and they've learned, your different styles. So yeah, she handed me that one as soon as while she was putting it out. This is the older Stony Creek book that I found at the thrift store, and I think these are the most adorable little charts, and I've tried to show them to you. It's a little picture, but it's these two. It's the lady and man in the bathtub. I don't know how well you can see them, but I just think they're adorable. What they remind me of is that, what is it, the Viagra or Cialis, one of those commercials where the man and woman are sitting side by side in bathtubs outside. And I just, when I saw those, that's what came to mind. And I just love them. So I'm going to try to start those. These may be my New Year starts for the starting of 2018. This is another one that I found at the thrift store, and I like that one. I think I like the saying. It says, this room is such a little space, but in it we reserved a place to sit and ponder the old and the new, until you've done what you came to do. I love it. And this is a Raina design. I don't know how this is old. A country bathroom. Let's see if it has a copyright 1982. So this is old. But I just love that scene. And all three of these little booklets, if I stitched them, I think just a plain antique white even weave. And yes, it's the MCG textiles, but I think they work out fine, so I don't have a problem with them. Okay, that was my fabric choice for that. The next is Heartstring Samplery. You've seen this one before, the Cross Stitch Nation. And I was thinking about but there's green, there's a couple ladies in green dresses that I may just change because I like this fabric. It's called Nature's Dance by Hand-Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie, and I really like it. So that may go on that. This one is Silver Creek Samplers. It's called My Christmas List. I've shown you this one before, I believe. But this one, I got my fabric for it. I've got a Lakeside, 28 count Lakeside light exemplar. That I think is really pretty. It's brown, but it has some light pinks. You can see a little light pinkish tone in it, and I think it's beautiful. The chart calls for Silk Weaver Cocoa Lugana, but I think the cocoa would have been too dark. But I like this. This goes good with that. Okay. Another one is Jardin Privé. This is Mademoiselle Rose. And this one, let's see, called for, it says stitched on 32 count antique white Belfast, but that doesn't look white to me on there. That looks light blue. So I decided on a light blue. And this is Sea Spray, 32 count Sea Spray linen. And that's what I'll be doing that one on. I did this the other night. I sat here and I decided on which fabric I wanted to stitch these on. This one is a Little House Needleworks book, the bookshelf. It's an old one, it's not a new one. But I decided I'm going to stitch that on this. And it's called Tactical Camo, but because it's not a linen, it's not very dark. It's a light camo. And the modeling isn't as extreme, so I think it will work good on that. And that's that one. The next one is a Little Needle House Spot of Coffee. Okay, yeah, that's the chart. And I'm going to stitch it on Buttercup. And this is a 28 count Lugana from Under the Sea Fabrics. Okay, I've got Plum Street Sampler, Betsy's Tart. This one, it says the model is stitched on 36 count Liberty Gathering Gray, but I'm going to use this, and it's Cayenne, I believe that's how you pronounce it, Khione, from Under the Sea Fabrics. It's a 28 count Lugana. So that's my choice for that. This is Plum Street Samplers Cape Cod Keeps. You know me and mermaids. I'm not sure if I would do the whale, but I'm definitely going to do the mermaid. And I have chosen Beach Walk from Under the Sea Fabrics. Since I've been in the Under the Sea Fabrics Fabric of the Month Club for such a long time now, I figure I'll start using some of my fabric. Okay, this is a little one. It's Henzite, wordplay, Stitch Witch, and I've just got a small piece of Lugana cream, a 28 count, and it has a little spider. That'd be great for that piece. Okay, this one I found in the Cross Stitch and Beading magazine, and it's issue 51, and it's the Voluptuous Mermaids. Okay. I think they are so cute. I love mermaids, and all of the ones I've seen are, of course, you know, your thin, sexy mermaids. But I'm sure under the sea somewhere where there are mermaids, I'm sure there are some voluptuous mermaids. So I'm going to stitch her, and I'm going to use Evergreen from Under the Sea Fabrics, and I have the 28 count Lugana Evergreen, so it's not a real dark, but I think that will work out perfectly. And that's my choice for that one. And let's see, what else do we have here? Okay, well, I didn't get the fabric put together for the rest of these, but these are some possibles for the new year. This one I picked up at the Stitching in the Valley, I believe it was called Retreat. This is from Noteworthy Needle. It's in the Bag is the name of it. And it has a pin keep. It was on Pins and Needles Without Coffee. Then there's a koozie for your coffee cup. It says Stained with My Favorite Brew. And then of course this one has all types of coffee drinks. You know, the cappuccino, cafe au lait, espresso, cafe espresso, Irish, Americana. And there's a similar chart also for tea drinkers. So this one I haven't figured out the fabric for it yet. Here's another, this is a Little House Needleworks. I believe it's Little House Needleworks. It's Ye-O Coffee House. Well, that's the picture of it. And well, last year or year before last, I went and purchased the cross stitch collection. So this one, well, this one has all of the magazines. It says 60 issues and 10 years of ornament issues. The Christmas ornaments are in here. And I also have the CD with the Halloween ornaments. So I can go back and, well, the ones that I didn't have. Because I subscribe to a little, just cross stitch. And I usually get the, those magazines. But there was a few that I didn't have. Okay, this is, yes, it's a little House Needleworks. And it also gives you an alphabet so you can change the lettering if you'd like. Or change the wording. Okay, that's a, no, that's a different one. But this is the chart. It says Yeo Coffee House serving the official beverage of the colonies. And I love my coffee and coffee charts. Alright, let's see. Moving on. The next one, okay, here's a little story. The Good Housewife. Now, I started this, a discussion on Stitch Mania. Because I showed, yesterday I saw where someone had shared a link to eBay that where they were selling the Good Housewife charts, and there's one, the Book of Spells. I have been wanting this chart from the first time I saw it. I believe it was my friend Joe Perry from England, and I saw it in her blog, I believe, and I've wanted this chart ever since. And the last time I looked to see if I could find it, it was an out of print chart, and it cost, people were selling them for over $100 for the chart. Excuse me. And I just refused to pay that much because I know the designer you know, took her time to make it, but she wasn't originally selling it for over $100, so why should I pay somebody else $100 for somebody else's work? Is the way I feel. But so I wasn't going to pay those prices, but I did want that chart, and if I could have found it at a reasonable price, I would have bought it. But yesterday, like I said, I saw it, the link, and it said that it was from Anne Brown, who I understand is the designer for the Good Housewife charts. And she decided, because she just realized that people were, making money and charging these huge prices for some of her out-of-print charts. So she decided, for whatever reason, that she was going to reprint them and sell them. So I went and bought one. And so there was a big discussion on Stitch Mania yesterday as to whether, first of all, whether it was legitimately her, and these were her charts, that she was reissuing them, and but there was a little message within the link saying that it was from her, and that she had decided to reissue them or reprint them because she saw that people were overcharging people for her charts. Anyway, But before she did this, I had went on not Facebook, but online on Etsy, and I found this chart. I think I've shown it to you before. Brews and Potions, which is a book cover. And so I had purchased it. I said, well, you know, if I can't have that one, I could have something similar. And so this is from the Elfin Forest. And it's on Etsy. The Elfin Forest, Etsy. And it's a book cover. And you get the complete instructions on how to make your book cover and how to put it together. And it's a small book it's not that large, but you can see the woman's hand in the instructions. So it's not a very large book, but it's cute. I like that one. So now I have this one, and I'll have the Book of Spells also. So that was the story on this one. But this will be one of my 2018 starts. This is a Joan Elliott, of course, mermaids. I've stitched 2 of her mermaids. I finished up 2 of them this year. So I may have to start another one. And this is one of hers. This one is called Dancing Mermaid. Beautiful. And of course this is another one of hers. This is Under the Sea. So one or the other or both may get started next year. And the African American Father Christmas. I love him. So like I said, that may be my Christmas in July. Maybe I'll schedule him for a start in July. When everybody else is starting their Christmas in July stitching. So those are my plans for 2018. And let's see. Oh, there's one last one. This one I got in the magazine that I found at the thrift store also. And there's 2 in here that I would maybe consider stitching. This one is Lifestyles. I'm not crazy about this plaid dress she has on, but I like it because it has it's about cross stitch. It has a floss card at the bottom. It says cross stitch is a work of heart, and it has a little floss card with the flosses on it. I think that is so cute. And it says Lifestyles of the Stitched and Comforted. No, the Stitched and Counted. And cross flossed, snipped and threaded, braided, beaded and needled, pinned and hemmed, buttoned and bowed, measured and treasured. Stitcher at heart. And she's got a set of scrolls. A scroll frame with her whip on it, and a bag full of floss. So I think that I like that. I'm not sure if I'll start her exactly, but I do like it. This one is another one that I may consider stitching, but it's just amazing to me how they got this frame. And like, this is an old magazine. This is an old cross-country stitching patchwork, old cross-country stitching from August of 1995. And I just like this idea. They've got a griddle. It looks like a cast iron griddle as a frame. I like that idea, but I don't know how you would frame something in a cast iron skillet on your wall. It's kind of heavy. But anyway, it says corny fritters, and it gives you a recipe. but I like that. So I would consider, I may consider stitching that, and I don't know how. Maybe I'll make a cast iron, maybe I'll make a frame myself out of maybe cardboard or something to look like a and paint it black like a skillet. Anyway, so I've got a couple of new magazines that came in. First, I'll show you the cross stitch gold. This is the latest one that I received, and this is January, February, and cross stitch gold. Now there's quite a few charts in here, but I'm not into snowmen. But it's cute, but I wouldn't stitch snowmen. Now what I may consider stitching, this is by Shannon Whistlesliff. I am so sorry for ruining your last pronunciation of your name, but that's her name, and this is her chart. She has quite a few of her charts come out in these magazines, and they're very pretty, and they have beautiful beading. So if I don't stitch it, at least I can collect them. Okay, the next one is The World of Cross Stitch, and this is the newest issue, the latest issue that I received. Okay, and the one in here that I really and it's another of hers, the same person. And it's her gingerbread. Oh, isn't that cute? That is adorable. I love it. The candy is dandy. That is beautiful. And it has, I'm trying to see. Does it have beads? Yes, it has some beads, but it's mostly stitching. Yeah, it's mostly stitching, but I love that. So that I may stitch. Now with this World of Cross Stitch magazine, there was a Christmas charts bonus magazine, and it has Christmas charts in it. Let's see, I'll show you this one. It's small. Now, it also came with Madeira metallics. I like these. They're heavier than, well, they're not actually a metallic, and you don't pull them apart, you don't shred them to work with it. You stitch with the, I stitch with the whole thread. When I've used the Madeira metallics before, I just stitch with the whole thread, and I like them. But here it is. I'll do a little flip through. Those are the first ones. And I believe all these are done with the red and green. And that's why they send you red and green threads. Yes, they're all red and green. I probably won't do any of the little small ornaments in here. Yep, that's it. but I will use the threads eventually. Or I may just give them as a giveaway. Threads and the thing. Okay, so I believe that's all. I don't have anything else to share. That's it. I just wanted to say hi everybody. It's today. Today is actually Saturday, December 9th. This is supposed to be our first snow day of the year. Last time I looked out, it was just barely sticking on the bushes and the grass. And it sounds like it's just raining right now. So, but I'll be staying in because it's cold out. And once I finish editing or uploading this video, I'm going to stitch. And so, thanks everybody for stopping by to look in on me for for a change. Thank you to all my subscribers for hanging in there. I really do appreciate it. So until next time, happy stitching.